I still am not rocking with anyone sympathetic to Nazis. And I will do that until I am 6 feet in the ground.
Here you can hear all right, so we just showed that. We just showed that.
Right. And it's worth salute. It was quick.
He used a hand gesture that looked like a Nazi salute.
What do you think of Elon Musk doing 2 Heil Hitler salutes?
No, Elon Musk did not do those salutes.
Are you a dictator on day one?
No, I can't imagine even being gone.
Just when you thought the Dems were finally moving on, finally realizing you don't win elections by beating people over the head with silly and obvious lies, they go and double down. They are now accusing Elon Musk of a Nazi salute. AOC, as usual, gets completely humiliated after trying to be the Democrats' attack dog on their latest hoax. So let me catch you up. Elon Musk at the inauguration came out and did a bunch of awkward gestures. CNN and other outlets decided to edit this clip out of context.
And I just want to say thank you for making it happen. Thank you. My heart goes out to you. It is thanks to you that the future of civilization is assured.
So he has these awkward, jerky gestures. He says, my heart goes out to you. He touches his heart. And so the Democrats' latest scam is that he was doing a Nazi salute.
I just want to look at that salute that he gave again, just if anybody missed it, we'll just show it again. He's just wrapped up here. You can hear all right, so we just showed that. We just showed that.
Right. It's worth salute. It was quick. I think our viewers are smart and they can take a look at that, but it certainly was, it's not something that you typically see at American political rallies, put it that way.
No, it was not something that you usually would see. And it was quick, as you point out, it was very quick, but it was in a moment of intensity for him as he came out dancing and then he did that. He is a hero here.
They edit out the part of the clip where he says, my heart goes out to you. Jim Acosta, of course, was right on cue.
Elon Musk, I'm sure you saw this. During his speech, he used a hand gesture that looked like a Nazi salute.
And I just want to say thank you for making it happen. Thank you.
After this moment when viral Congressman, the Anti-Defamation League released a statement, we can show this, saying in part, it seems that Elon Musk made an awkward gesture in a moment of enthusiasm, not a Nazi salute. Of course, if you go on social media, there are lots of other people with lots of other opinions and say this looks very much like a Nazi salute, no matter how they're trying to clean it up. What was your reaction to that?
That was a Nazi salute, and he didn't just do it one time. He did it twice for emphasis. And if you talk to anyone, that's historians, folks who actually study the Nazis and study this actual kind of disgusting display, have been very clear that what that was. And he should not just apologize, he should be condemned for those kinds of actions. So gross, disgusting, but more of what we can expect, I think, from Elon Musk and Donald Trump.
This has gotten so out of hand that the Democrats are now using it in the Senate confirmation hearing of Elise Stefanik, Trump's appointee to be UN ambassador.
What do you think of Elon Musk, perhaps the president's most visible advisor, doing 2 Heil Hitler salutes last night at the president's televised rally?
No, Elon Musk did not do those salutes. I was not at the rally, but I can tell you I've been at many rallies with Elon Musk, who loves to cheer when President Trump says we need to send, our U.S. space program to Mars. Elon Musk is a visionary. I'm looking forward to his work in DOGE, the Department of Government Efficiency, and look forward to looking how we can be more efficient and effective. But that is simply not the case. And to say so is the American people are smart. They see through it. They support Elon Musk.
So here's where things began to heat up. The ADL, the Anti-Defamation League, seems to be finally breaking free from the Democrats' propaganda machine, and they acknowledge that this was just an awkward gesture by an awkward guy. Elon Musk even responds and goes, thanks guys, with a laugh emoji. And anyone with common sense can tell the difference between an awkward, jerky gesture and an actual political statement, especially if you just look at how Elon Musk actually lives and what he actually thinks. So things got real awkward for AOC, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, Ocasio-Cortez, who absolutely came for the ADL on Twitter, on X. She's very upset that they're no longer doing the Democrats' bidding. And she said, just to be clear, you are defending a Heil Hitler salute that was performed and repeated for emphasis and clarity. People can officially stop listening to you as any sort of reputable source on information now.
I still am not rocking with anyone sympathetic to Nazis. And I will do that until I am 6 feet in the ground. Like, kind of foundational to me as a human being. And so if you're cool and want to defend the Sig Heils and the Nazi salutes, all the, you know, whatever you want to do, that's on you. I'm on the opposite side of that. I'm not with the Nazis. How about that? But it's very important for us to assert these things, because in times like now, what people want is for all of us to just give up. They want all of us to just give up and say, America's gone to hell in a handbasket and we're done. And just let them do what they're going to do. No. If there are no good people left in the world, I want to be the last one.
She goes on to tell people to stop listening to the ADL as a reputable source of information, while also accusing the ADL of now working for Elon Musk. The group in charge of calling out anti-Semitism and hate crimes is apparently working for Elon Musk, who just did a Nazi salute. And she sees no problem with this line of argument. She's never been the brightest bulb of the bunch. Some heroes online dug up the old receipt of AOC doing the Heil Hitler salute herself. Look at that. It was repeated for emphasis. She must really mean it. And I did not have Hillary Clinton, Barack Obama, Kamala Harris, and Elizabeth Warren all being Nazis on my bingo card. My God, it's an absolute epidemic. This is the largest political movement in the country. It's on both sides of the aisle. If awkwardly flailing arms around means you're a Nazi, then car dealerships are in serious trouble. Oh my God, that's like 2,000 Nazi salutes per day. Someone has to stop them. Another reason why this story is just so absurd is because Elon Musk has very famously, very publicly talked about his opposition to anti-Semitism.
Do you see this thing? Mm-hmm. Do you know what it is? Why don't you tell everybody? It says, bring them home, the hostage. It was given to me by the parents of one of the hostages. And I said I would wear it as long as there was a hostage still remaining. The Jewish people have been persecuted for thousands of years.
Turns out Elon Musk actually predicted this kind of a scam last year. He said, in the past, I voted Democrat because they're mostly the kindness party, but they have become the party of division and hate, so I can no longer support them and will vote Republican. Now watch their dirty tricks campaign against me unfold, and dirty tricks indeed have unfolded. But the fact that they keep doubling down on it, even though it's not helping them at the polls, means either desperation or something else is afoot. While some people called this latest scam stupidity, anyone with common sense knows that it's motivated by malice. This is not CNN being naive. This is not Democrat Congress people being naive. Dan Bongino went off on Chris Murphy. Chris Murphy said, there's no way to sugarcoat this. This is a Nazi salute. This is the Nazi effing salute. That was the guy I showed you earlier in the Elise Stefanik confirmation hearing. Dan Bongino says, there's no way to sugarcoat this. This Chris Murphy dude is a genuinely dumb piece of shit. This is a genuinely effing dumb imbecile. Ben Shapiro then came out and savaged AOC, calling her one of the stupidest and most dishonest people in the country. Now, when it comes to AOC, it is not just malice. It is also a lot of genuine stupidity. I don't even have the time in this video to recount every one of her gaffes, every one of her mistakes when it comes to foreign affairs, Econ 101, American history, though unfortunately there are people out there who manage to be even dumber than AOC herself.
So let me get this straight. I'm here to talk about how dumb, ugly, evil, and stupid Elon Musk, Donald Trump, and Mark Zuckerberg are on this platform now. But Elon Musk can do a fucking Roman salute on national television. We're so cooked.
This is so funny. Mark Zuckerberg gave over $500 million to the Clinton campaign through get out the vote efforts that were largely illegal in the 2020 election. Elon Musk reportedly convinced Kanye West to run in 2020, which only took votes from Trump. The second that both of these billionaires are on the side of Trump instead of the Democrats, now it's the end of the world. And now they're both Nazis. They just happen to be Nazis. Trump was actually asked directly if he plans on being a dictator in the White House. Guess what he said.
President Trump.
That'll change Venezuela quite a bit.
President Trump, there was a lot of concern about this during the campaign. A question that only works today. Are you a dictator on day one?
No. No, I can't imagine even being called that. No, I believe in the sanctity of the vote. The Democrats didn't because they cheated like dogs, but I believe in the sanctity, and this was too big to rig. This last election was just too big to rig.
President Trump.
That'll change.
Trump didn't even mount a proper defense against that attack because he just doesn't take it seriously anymore, and neither do most Americans. Biden himself a few days ago declared that the Equal Rights Amendment is the 28th Amendment to the Constitution, even though the National Archivist said that's wrong, even though every single legal scholar has said that's wrong. When the Democrats said that Trump would shred the Constitution, turns out they're the ones doing it. When the Democrats say that Trump goes against his political opponents or tries to imprison them, they literally tried to do that. You'd have to have the IQ of a potato to believe their bullshit lies anymore. It wasn't long ago that Democrat media tried to accuse Trump of being a fascist because of his dehumanizing language. Meanwhile, they did this.
Trump calls political enemies vermin.
Flashback. Washington Post calls Trump vermin.
Echoing dictators Hitler and Mussolini. If you know one thing about mass murdering dictators in history, it's that they refer to the people they want to mass murder as vermin, pests, rats.
Washington Post refers to all the Republican rats.
People they want to mass murder.
Trump's Republican rats, the USS Trump rats, Trumpkin rats, the Republicans, the rat. Trump rat will tower over Washington. Here's a pencil sketch of Trump as a rat. Here's another drawing of Trump as a rat. Trump surrogates are rats. Lean rats. Hillary Clinton is rat poison for Donald Trump, the rat. Washington Post is
saying your political opponents are vermin.
You feckless.
Echoing dictators Hitler and Mussolini.
The rats are finally eating their young is what's going on here.
None of this is subtle.
All the Republicans these days are treasonous rats.
He really does seem to be trying to get them excited about the possibility of cathartic violence.
I will admit that I actually felt sort of naive in thinking that the Democrats would finally move on from this line of argument. This is just sad at this point. Joe Biden completely screwed them with his preemptive pardons. They have no leg to stand on anymore with any of their attacks on Trump. All their lawsuits are dead in the water. Trump has the highest approval numbers he's ever had. Oh well, maybe they can look forward to AOC running for president in 2028 since Gavin Newsom's not looking too hot anymore.